Greetings, lords and ladies. Welcome to a new and improved edition of the India Connection. It doesn't look new and improved because my room is a mess, but the content will be new and improved. We're doing interviews with some of our favorite Indian creatives from around the world. This week, we interviewed Pranav Bhasin of Dexter Lab Productions. You may know him if you live in India from TVF's Pictures. He played the Dungeon Master character, Dungeon_Master. Just a great comedian. He's a great writer, director, actor. He wears all the hats and he does them all well. It's just such a rare trait to find. So I was happy to be able to talk to him. These are some of the highlights of the interview. Well, let's kind of go back to the beginning. Let's see if I can remember it correctly. Sadma.
नमस्कार। क्या आपका बेटा पढ़ाई नहीं करता है? क्या आपका घर पास मारता है? तो आपको जरूरत है सदमा की।
Sadma. I can't remember if I saw it before TVF showed it to me or not, but I met TVF around that time because y'all packed so many jokes into this like less than 2-minute video or something like that. And there's just so many jokes, and even as a foreigner at the time, I could pick up on a lot of them. What was the inspiration for the Sadma sketch?
There was no inspiration. We made it in like six hours. We shot it, conceptualized it, edited it. Three guys having fun. There was no conceptualization to it. These infomercials is something that we grew up with. We have them playing on television all the time. So I think it was just a went out.
आपका फ्लोर गंदा है, इससे आप अपना फ्लोर साफ कीजिए, विंडो साफ कीजिए, फैन साफ कीजिए, किसी का मुंह साफ कीजिए, टेबल साफ कीजिए, अपने दांत साफ कीजिए, किसी और के दांत साफ कीजिए, और किसी और के दांत साफ कीजिए। फिल्म के लिए खड़े हो, गाड़ी खराब हो गई है, हैरी पॉटर तो देखी ही हो, सदमा इस्तेमाल कीजिए, अकेले ही अपनी फैमिली के साथ जाइए।
Sadma. Okay, so I'm looking at Sadma right now on YouTube. It only has 65,000 views. This is criminal, okay? This is a hilarious sketch. Okay, the production value is not very high. This is one of their first videos. The jokes are great. And it's like, it reminds me of early Ryan Higa kind of stuff. It's just, the jokes fly so fast. Even if you don't speak Hindi, they got it subtitled. It's great. Go watch that video now. I'm linking it in the description. I'll put it right here. Go just watch it right now. Come back. Jeez, give it some more views. Come on. What's wrong with you, YouTube? Ugh. What is your favorite thing you've done on your YouTube channel on the Dexter Lab?
I hate all my children in that case. I really don't know actually. So Sadma was 2013, which is about 5 years from now. And we did quite a lot of content after that. I don't know, we made a web show with The Viral Fever, in fact. I directed a web show for TVF in 2016. But that never really came out. And that's definitely one of the projects that I've put in the maximum amount of effort in life. My favorite piece, it's so difficult. I don't know.
I mean, I personally really like The Wolf of Charles Street. So were you inspired by Exit Through the Gift Shop with that one, or the Banksy stuff?
I love Exit Through the Gift Shop. I did a lot of research on Banksy after that. I really enjoyed that space. It was at the back of the mind. I wanted to vent it out in the writing, so I sort of penned it all down one night and then gave it some time to just form in terms of a film, and then got everybody together actually. So that one took really long. This one was 6 hours. This one was Sadma was 6 hours. This one was 6 months. So there's a huge gap in.
It looked like 6 months. No, that looked like a lot of work. That's hard. I mean, and when you're doing something on a budget or no budget, it's like trying to herd cats and squirrels all to work together. Yeah, no, that's a lot of work. So can you tell me anything about this secret TVF project that you directed? I mean, are we ever going to be able to see some of that, or is it like just on a shelf somewhere?
I don't know if it's a secret. I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking about this either. But no, it's not a secret project. We did a 5-episode. I don't know if we'll ever be seeing it. I think there's some sponsor related issues on the.
I gotcha. Okay, so basically, I should just call up TVF and just annoy them about it until they release it and actually make it happen.
Yeah, please.
I mean, I don't have any pull anymore.
Please ask them to release it. If in case they're listening, tell them that, hey, I heard about the show. It's really cool. Put it out there. I think everybody should watch it. Right. We'll
just pray. We'll pray to the legal team gods that they'll get out of the way. But what I admire about you is you have good comic timing. You are a good comedian, which is hard to write good funny things, but you also perform it well. But you're good behind the camera. So when did you fall in love with the behind the camera part?
So I started off back in school, I used to like doing this photo booth, this
Oh,
application
okay,
on Mac.
right, yeah.
And I used to put on the video mode on there and go put my hand like that. And then I used to go onto Premiere Pro and make sure that there's some amount of fire coming out of my hand. And that was the coolest thing to do ever because I could do these really stupid gimmicky effects around. I would, use my hand as a gun and shoot people. And I used to do that, and I used to post those videos on Facebook, and some of my school friends used to enjoy it, and that was the beginning of it because that was a lot of fun for me to do. And then gradually that took the form of a narrative, and I wanted to do a short film after a couple of years, and then I continued doing that. Sketches just came by. Like humor is something that I've never studied and I've never really run behind. It just comes if it comes. It's good for me. I'm not in fact limited to narratives in terms of humor either. I'm okay with any form of storytelling. Anything that makes somebody entertained, it's great. I'm using an NX1 now. It's upgraded it a lot, but I don't think it's equipment is fine. Frankly, I'm not a huge tech lover. I am a tech lover. I'm just not. I don't believe in getting trapped by a lot of equipment.
That's a good place to be in. But, I see with the equipment that you have, like I was looking at, first of all, you're making Mumbai look pretty good. Where did you shoot that one? Opia with Nidhi?
Oh, yeah. The open shot in Goregaon East.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it's like there's some mist in this trees. And
it's early morning, yeah.
You're making it look good.
It's a discontinued camera. Yes,
okay.
and next one, Samsung only made, I think, 2 cameras in total. They tried to get into the pros.
Well, yeah, I'm just looking at some of these images, and I don't feel like I could get it with my 60D, like my Canon, which Canon 60D is lower. It's slower down the totem pole. It's not like
you have a lot of options with an GH, especially with the GH5. I think that's one of the best cameras in the market right now.
Right. I'm kind of admiring your color correction here and that kind of thing. What do you use for that? Are you doing most stuff in Premiere, or do you do a different workflow?
Premiere Lumetri.
Oh, really? You did all this in Lumetri? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed, dude. Good job. Now you're making me feel bad. I'm editing something tonight, and it's not turning out well. Oh, jeez.
Till 3 a.m. we were working on this. I mean, I was editing this video that we were supposed to put out tomorrow. This is 6 months after we put up our last piece. So there's a short film that we made called New Year's Eve, which is supposed to be released. I don't know if we're releasing it. I don't know what we're doing with it because DLP as a channel is nothing. But we might do something with it in terms of festivals or something.
Gotcha.
And it's about a 9-minute piece that we shot with Arnav. And I had written it back in December last year.
Okay, great.
And that one's just gotten completed after a lot of. It was like we were running with a 3-people crew, so it was a lot of effort to complete it in the kind of standard that we wanted it to be in. And there's a really short 1-minute piece for DLP called Pinkies, which Bromance, which is about these, I don't know if you've noticed this, but there are these guys who are, you will see these very labor class, working class men walking on the road while they're holding each other's.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, so definitely.
Yeah, it never made sense to me, so I sort of wrote a thing about that.
Oh, so TVF, working with them on...
Pictures.
Pictures, yes. So what was that experience like?
It was because... So Bisso called us up one random evening and said, hey, listen, we need... Amit Golani, the director, called us up one evening and they were like, hey, can you come down tomorrow for a test and we want to do this thing we're shooting. Yeah, Bisso and Amit Golani, Biswapati Sarkar and Amit Golani, they work so closely and have such collaborative, creative decisions that that was very interesting to watch. And so I was playing the antagonist, and I used to get a lot of hate mails. I remember, and they would put in Hindi galiyan, okay, on the comment box when TVF would post their Dungeon Master would do something really bad to the protagonist in that episode, and they would be like, "Arey Dungeon Master ki maa ki behen ki whatever," and they would just be ranting, okay, because nobody's watching. So I did this thing one time, and I went in. I'd gone in from my own personal profile. I'd just gone in and liked all these comments that said bad things about Dungeon Master, right? Just for the fuck of it. And the next morning, I had a ton of my private messages or whatever those, the inbox, that unfiltered inbox or whatever was filled because there were these messages that were saying, "Bhai, sorry, bhai, very good acting, bhai, very good acting."
G2, yes, G2. So the part where he comes in and smashes the keyboard.
Yeah.
So how did that go down? Did you was that intimidating in the moment?
He always does a good job, I think. But there was a lot of I think everybody on set was extremely excited because they finally get to. It was on the latter half of their shoot schedule, right?
Right.
So everybody's extremely excited because they get to break things, basically.
Yes.
And they get to break it like a number of times. So they did it twice. Good equipment breaking off together.
Right. As far as creativity, what are some of the things that have inspired you? It could be now or it can be throughout your life, like films, music, things that really have inspired you.
Recently, extremely inspired by ad filmmakers. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of commercial filmmakers right now. There's this guy called Ayyappa in India. He's done a lot of ads for. It's like he does big ass ads. The work that he does is really, obviously, extremely good. Really funny stuff.
So what's an example of something he's done?
2015 Fevicol. It starred this guy, the great Khali. Sorry, it's not Fevicol. It was not Fevicol. It was Ambuja Cement or some cement. It was Ambuja Cement.
Oh, I think I've seen that one. Yeah. All right. One of the other topics that we're talking about this year, called it Building a Better Me, and it's basically just dealing with changes in life, fighting depression, or if you're not dealing with that kind of thing, maybe more of work-life balance and growth in that area.
I'm a dropout, so I never went to college. I mean, I tried going to college. In fact, I tried going to film school back about 3-4 years ago, and I wanted to learn films, and I went to film school and I dropped out of there in 3 months. That this is in Mumbai. I believe that there was a very technical way of approaching film and storytelling, and I felt like there was a institute was pretty much behaving like a factory that would like churn out the same kind of content creators who have a very definite vision.
Yeah.
And I believe that I did not need that, so I wanted to practice filmmaking, and I continued doing that.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not definitely not fighting depression. I very consciously make sure that I keep up. And I'm completely okay with the behavior that I have with myself.
Any words of encouragement for young people who maybe they're engineers or doctors in training, but they really have a secret desire to be an actor or a filmmaker or a YouTuber? So where would you tell them to start? What's the best place for them to start?
The best place for them to start is to email Biswapati Sarkar and sort of ranting about how amazing his work is, and then convey their passion towards their art, and then be like, hey, give me some work, and then TVF will probably hire them. So then that's a good way to start.
Right.
And if you're but if you really want to make films, then you just have to make films. And like, again, my friend is using his MacBook Air for After Effects, so there's no limit on that on the production.
Yeah, I'm genuinely impressed by that. That makes me feel bad about myself. I haven't even cracked open After Effects. I've been paying for it in like 6 months. I don't think I've cracked it open. I've been paying for it. So, well, I really appreciate it, Pranav. If you want to talk again, once I get my act a little bit more together and I'm not so, I'll have some better questions prepared for you next time. And next time, if you're going to do, like, if you have another launch or something like that, we'll do the next one live. We'll do it live.
We'll be very happy to do that.
And we'll promote it ahead of time, and we'll make it like an event or something like that. All right, man. I really appreciate it, and have a good day. Sorry to steal some of your sleep this morning.
Absolutely not. I'm just gonna go back to sleep. It's not an issue at all. I'm very happy with that.
All right. Well, Godspeed, dude. Really appreciate it, and we will see you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for it.
Right. So he has 2 new videos on his DLP. I've got them linked right here in the video, or you can click on the link in the description if you've got some projects to see promoted and would like to be interviewed in the India Connection, or if you have somebody that you'd like to see interviewed, do let me know in the comments, and we'll see what we can make happen. Until next time, keep it cross-cultural.